Sawadee krap. You're watching Sunday in Thailand with me, Varin Sajadeo, on Nomad Media Thailand's YouTube channel. Sunday in Thailand is an English language program aiming to give you a brief wrap up of what's been going on in Thailand. Though we might base our presentations on the news, but it certainly will include anything newsworthy, namely cultural events, colors that are the new black in Thailand, food, and the vibes and the hypes. The first episode comes as June is bursting out all over, a totally eventful month. Although Thailand's general election is technically behind us, but there are issues concerning whether the leader of the Move Forward Party, Mr. Pitha Limjaroenrat, will become the next Prime Minister of Thailand, as the discovery of his shares in media company ITV can jeopardize his eligibility to be in the election. Failing to clear himself from the discrepancies, his MP status would be removed and the elected MPs from his party will be void. The charge has been made with the Election Commission of Thailand, but it's up to the Constitutional Court to decide. It could take several more months before the court hearing. Meanwhile, General Prayut Chan-o-cha continues his work as acting Prime Minister with his cabinet, keeps everything business as usual. June also marks the International Pride Month. Thailand has recognized this celebration of equality and dignity for many years. But this year, 2023, many festivities are organized not only in Bangkok but also nationwide. In Bangkok alone, there are parades, exhibitions, concerts, symposiums, and food festivals in major locations such as Bangkok Arts Center or BACC, Siam Discovery, Siam Center, Siam Paragon, and Central World. Pride celebrations with similar festivities also take place in Pattaya and Chiang Mai. And those who live in Phuket, Khon Kaen, Ubon, Udon, and Samui can delight in pride activities organized by a central department store in each province. June 3rd this year was not only Visakha Bhusha Day, but also every year it marks the birthday anniversary of Queen Suthida of Thailand. Working alongside King Vajiralongkorn and overseeing dozens of charity projects of her own, Her Majesty has won the hearts of millions, and the people of Thailand have extended their good wishes on her birthday anniversary through all social media platforms. Sunday in Thailand, Nomad Media Thailand YouTube channel would also like to take this opportunity to wish Queen Suthida long live the Queen. Turning now to politics and the analysis, on the 24th of May 2023 at 11 a.m., in front of the Embassy of the United States of America, a group of activists from the Center for Protection of the Monarchy showed up to submit a letter requesting that the US government stop interfering in Thai politics. The letter issued by the Center for the Protection of the Monarchy called on the United States to stop meddling in Thai politics, both in the election process and in issues concerning Thailand's monarchy. Then, on Tuesday, May 30th, members of Chiang Mai Loves Thailand and the Monarchy, together with approximately 100 people, submitted a letter to the US ambassador to Thailand via the US consulate in Chiang Mai. The letter carries a message similar to the one submitted in Bangkok, asking the United States not to interfere with Thailand's internal affairs and particularly to respect Thai people's loyalty to the king. Now, to request the US Embassy and the United States not to interfere with Thai politics is one thing, but you might be wondering, why these group of people wanted to express their love for the monarchy at the US Embassy in Bangkok. Joining me today is Kun Pat Sangtham, who's a social commentator and also the university lecturer, and also has been on our Nomad Media channel as a commentator since day one. He's the editor of benchmarkmedia.asia and also the political commentator on various media platforms. Kun Pat, sawadee krap.
Sawadee krap. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Thank you for joining us today. So, why the U.S. Embassy in Bangkok was chosen to be the venue to submit this request for the U.S. not to interfere with Thai politics?
Well, telling the U.S. embassy is to tell the U.S. government, and telling the U.S. government is to tell the whole world, because international media follow news about the U.S. In this case, they just want to let the U.S. know that we're on to you, or we know whatever plan you may have. And since General Prayut's democratic election in 2019, there have been a lot of demonstrations and protests to call out against Section 112, and they're doing it with unlimited freedom. Many of these actions are unlawful. They use violence, they vandalize public properties, and they insulted the king. And so, as we know, if you want to stage a demonstration, you need funding. And if you want to keep the demonstrations going, you need a lot of funding. Where does the funding come from? Does it come from General Prayut's rival or opposition, or does it come from a foreign entity that has planned to weaken Thailand and make it become independent on support of the West and take instructions from it? Handing the message to the U.S. embassy is to say, in case you're behind this, please stay away.
Why would they benefit from the existence or the non-existence of the monarchy in Thailand?
Well, that's the question, because the Thai monarchy belongs to the Thai people and is concerned the Thai people. Whatever faith Thai people have, whatever belief they have, has nothing to do with foreigners. And so when we have foreign media backing up the attempt to amend or remove Section 112, you just want to say something very simple, like stick your nose somewhere else where the sun don't shine, or something like that.
Have you been observing the foreign media's coverage of other monarchs, other existing monarchs in the world, especially in the Western countries?
Of course. And it's not like Thailand is the only country with monarchy. And please be reminded that our government is based on constitution monarchy. The monarchs are not above the law. And so when you hear Western media attacking Thailand about Section 112, you can't help wondering whether they have been doing this for being very nosy about other people's belief, or whether they get some kind of agenda, normally financial interests.
Talking about 112, recently there was also an interview with BBC's Jonathan Head with the Move Forward Party leader, Kunpitha Limcharanrat. What do you make of that interview? Who is Jonathan Head?
Well, Jonathan Head has been sort of like a domestic name for those who follow up on Thai news. And he's been acting like a Richard Head nickname for a long time. Here's a so-called journalist whose forte seems to be reduced to just about aiming at Section 112. Maybe he's hoping to get a Pulitzer Prize for an investigative report on Thailand Section 112. But Jonathan Head was charged about 16 years ago, I guess, on the ground of insulting the monarchy, but the court later on dismissed this charge. The Section 112 is simply a lèse majesty law, and it exists in almost every country, though it might be called differently. But lèse majesty law is there to protect the king and the monarchs from defamation and insults. And it also protect head of state, national symbols, and even religious symbols. And so, like I said, the faith and the loyalty for the Thai king is concerned with the Thai. So are Jonathan Head's parents Thai? Were they? What makes it so personal for him to try to push any movement against Section 112? You have to figure it out. But if Jonathan Head is against monarchy for any reason at all, and he wants to make a change about it, he should begin by trying to make a change with the British monarchy first.
Mhm. Why? Well, I haven't watched the whole interview. It's half an hour, but I watched the highlighted version of it. Because they talk about other policies of Move Forward Party as well, but it seems like the public sort of knew as well that both Jonathan Head and Pita Limcharandat have been very fixated on this Article 1112, and it looks like they kind of wanted to use this interview as one of the tools to pressure the mechanism in Thai society as well, to to make it happen faster, or to validate the need to amend the Article 112. What do you make of that? Why are they so fixated on this 112, Article 112?
Well, it's very obvious that they conspire on this issue. So whenever there's an opportunity to push this news about Section 112 and the attempt to remove or amend it, they would not hesitate. And for decades, the world has joined forces in promoting living together in harmony in society with diversity. So while there are people who might make a move against Section 112, there are those who want to protect their monarchs and the king. And so that's the diversity around us. So children have been taught about respect. And so a veteran journalist like Jonathan Head should know about respect. And it's a shame if he doesn't.
Mm. There were some censorship as well on Thai television when this interview was being aired, and lots of dramas and conversation about it. What do you think of it?
There's censorship everywhere, not just about this case of the interview between Move Forward Party leader and Jonathan Head. So when television stations sees that it's not appropriate for their style or for their policy, then they have the right to remove it. So if why attack the censorship here? There are ways to find the complete interview. Go to BBC.
Mm-hmm. All right. Thank you so much, Kun Pat, for joining us. And that's a wrap for Sunday in Thailand, the first edition on June 4th, 2023. Look forward to seeing you every Sunday. We love to hear your comments on the link of the YouTube link. Leave us your comments and your thoughts, and we look forward to seeing you every Sunday. For today, I'm Varin Sachideo and Kun Pat Sangtham. We both are signing off. Have a pleasant Sunday evening. Swadee krap.
Swadee krap.